Persian tales that speak across time.
This is one such story, the meeting of Alexander the Great, the mighty conqueror of the world, and the emperor of China, a king whose strength lay not in armies or weapons, but in understanding the true meaning of life. The lesson of wisdom. Alexander the Great marched with his army toward China, determined to conquer it. After surrounding the capital, the emperor of China, the conqueror, disguised himself as a gatekeeper and came to Alexander's camp. "I bring a secret message from the emperor of China," he said. When they were alone, he revealed, "I am the emperor myself." Alexander was astonished. "How did you dare to come here alone?" The emperor replied calmly, "Because I know you to be a wise and reasonable man. We have no old enmity between us. I came to offer peace and to grant whatever you demand." Alexander said, "Then I ask for 3 years of tribute from the vast land of China." The emperor thought for a moment and answered, "I agree." Alexander, surprised by his quick acceptance, asked, "Does such a great sum mean nothing to you? What will you do if another enemy attacks afterward?" The emperor replied, "Then I shall surely be defeated." Alexander reduced his demand to 2 years of tribute. The emperor said, "That is somewhat better." Finally, Alexander agreed to accept 6 months of tribute. Then the emperor invited him to visit the palace the next day, promising to deliver the agreed payment in person. When Alexander arrived, he saw an enormous army gathered around the emperor, strong, disciplined, and countless in number. Startled, he asked, "Did you deceive me and bring me here to trap me?" The emperor answered, "No, there is no deceit. I only wished to show you that my surrender was not out of weakness. I know that your victories are by divine decree, and whoever fights against destiny will fail. That is why I submitted peacefully." Impressed by his wisdom, Alexander said, "You are a worthy ruler. I release you from all tribute." The emperor smiled and led him to a banquet. The tables were of gold, and the dishes set with jewels. "Please, O king," said the emperor, "enjoy these precious treasures." Alexander laughed and said, "But jewels cannot be eaten." The emperor laughed again and said, "Then tell me, O king, are there no loaves of bread in Greece and Rome, that you have brought your army all this way, enduring such hardship, only to find what you already had?" Alexander fell silent and thought deeply. Then he said, "If I have gained nothing else from this journey, your words have given me wisdom enough." Soon after, he left China with his army. Moral of the story: true kingship lies not in conquering lands, but in conquering one's own greed. Wisdom and contentment are worth more than all the treasures of the world. Source and historical note. This story, The Lesson of Wisdom, is inspired by traditional Persian tales about Alexander the Great's journey to the east and his encounter with the emperor of China, conqueror. Versions of this moral story appear in classical Persian works such as Eskender-Name, the Book of Alexander, attributed to Nizami Ganjavi, and Darab-Name by Abu Tahir Tarsusi, both written in the 12th century. The version retold here is adapted from Sweet Persian Tales, a modern collection of moral and historical stories inspired by Persian literary heritage. Through its timeless wisdom, the tale reminds us that true greatness lies not in conquering the world, but in conquering oneself.